All right, thanks for being with us on this Tuesday. You know, I was going to have some outdoor plans today, so...
Don't panic. Please don't panic. Anything that you'd see would be few and far between,
Okay,
all
good.
right? And it's not going to be too warm, but we are going to start to get a little bit of humidity back into the forecast. Now, the weather maker today, out ahead of it, is this weak little front. And you see just a couple little dots of green. That's an isolated sprinkler shower. If you would see one of those today, don't be surprised. But a lot of your day is actually going to be okay, not perfect. Where right now in Green Bay, the temperature is 61 degrees. There's a lot less wind today than there was yesterday. But tomorrow, we're going to pick those winds right back up. Now, let's take a look around the state. There are those couple isolated showers and sprinkles I'm talking about, but that's Rhinelander. Nothing around here as of right now. But again, if you would see something like that today, don't be surprised, but not an all-day deal. Here's what I'm talking about. Skycast, just a couple little dots of green here going into the afternoon. That would be an isolated shower, maybe a straight rumble of thunder if there's just enough instability. That chance going to continue tonight. But again, it's not going to be a wash, not an all-night rain. And by tomorrow, here comes some sunshine again, but it's going to come with the cost of wind. Now, look at the average high, 74 degrees. You're like, 74? Well, that's kind of like what we've been seeing, which is cool. Well, that's the average for this time of year. Summer, it will make its return eventually here, but not for the time being. Yesterday, 79 degrees. It wasn't that bad, but we had that wind, the low humidity. It doesn't make it feel much like summer. As far as this morning, it's really not a bad morning. 67 in Oshkosh. 63 in Sheboygan. This is some lake-modified air, which is a little bit cooler and drier, but as the day goes on, I think these dew points are going to start to creep up into the 60s, which is just a little bit of humidity. You'll probably notice that as the day goes on, and you might notice, again, one of these hit-or-miss showers. Maybe a straight rumble of thunder going into the evening, and that chance continues through the night, but notice, again, very isolated, not an all-night thing. Here comes sunshine tomorrow, but the only cost with tomorrow's sun, we're going to have some wind. But as far as today, wind not a problem. And again, if you see an isolated shower, maybe a straight thunderstorm, don't be surprised. You're going to have way more dry hours than any sort of rain. 78 for a high, a little bit cooler lakeside. For tonight, still an isolated thunderstorm possible, but most of the night is going to be quiet. It would be very isolated. Here comes that sun for tomorrow, 80 degrees, but it comes with the cost of wind. But it's out of the west-northwest now. That means if you live next to Lake Michigan, it's even going to warm up by you. Thursday and Friday looking quiet right now, and the weekend, here comes the heat and humidity. But with that, that means also a chance of showers and thunderstorms. But I'm not talking about an all-weekend rain. So, Brooke, give it time. Summer makes its return, but really not until this upcoming weekend.
All right, thanks, Fish.
Yep.